Good day, everyone. I'm very happy to be in your midst this afternoon. Uh, in the real estate in Southeast, the real estate in Southeast is, I don't know how to put it, is it's an industry that I can say that is still unripe because there's a lot of opportunity in Southeast because of how the industry is in the Southeast. Let's talk about we still have a large past and deficit in housing in this Southeast. So it's a very big opportunity for everybody in Southeast. Thank you.
The real estate in the Southeast and South-South, I want every one of us to know this very moment that real estate in Southeast and South-South is the in thing now with the Akuluno syndrome. We must take advantage of it. It's a big driving force both for people and there is this saying, they say that anywhere you get to, you don't see an Igbo man. Wrong. We have Igbos everywhere and they have been able to develop other people's community. And that is why I tell my friends in Lagos that Southeast and South-South is where I'm pitching my niche. Because that is where the real deal is now. Considering what is even happening in our country today, everybody wants their investment to get back home. I'm sorry I'm not being tribalistic, but I usually ask people this question. No matter how long and how a Hausa man stays with you in a location, you will never see him build a house or buy a land there. Even a Yoruba man. I have so many of them wealthy around me, they hardly. But we the Igbos, anywhere we go, we like to establish our presence. Everywhere. Lagos is what it is today because our brothers built Lagos. And there is a clarion call now, both within, and I must salute the Ohanese Ndibo for that. There's a clarion call now that what they did in Lagos can be replicated in the Southeast. And there is, please, if you're not in real estate in the Southeast, you need to join. You need to join. It's now the big hub of investment. Everybody wants their investment to come back home. And it's a call that have been going on and they've been making. And I want every developer, because I'm privileged to be the vice chairman of Real Estate Developers Association in Delta State. The last executive meeting we had, we are preparing for a mega summit for the Southeast and South-South. It's a call for everybody to come back home. We have stayed long enough, we've developed other people's places. Let's develop our place. So please position yourself aright as developers and as investors and as realtors, because the reign of financial change is about to fall.
Wow, position yourself right. Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay, would you say that the response from the Southeast market has been positive so far?
Like I was saying, that real estate in Southeast is still alright because of what is happening. I wanted to put it, not to put it into the tribalistic, but my friend here, my colleague here, put it open. Because of what is happening in the north and in other parts of this country. We Igbos, they are now putting their attention in the Southeast. Yes. So I can tell you that anybody that put interest in Southeast real estate, there is a lot of opportunity for you. And to make sales here in Southeast is very simple this time around because of what is happening up there. I get it. So that's my take on this. So everybody that is here, there's still opportunity for you in this industry because all eyes are now in the southeast. In short, for you to close a deal in this southeast is more simpler to compare in the north. Thank you.
All right. Okay, this question is for you, sir, Christian Modi. Okay, we were at Asaba recently for your book launch and also Chris Emodi's foundation. And the book launch, the title is Dare to Succeed. And the review was very, very nice and it was very, very interesting. I want to know what inspires Dare to Succeed.
Thank you very much. The Dare to Succeed book is the first phase, as it were. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I wasn't even born with any spoon at all. Like when Pastor was saying that, there are things you pass through, you vow that generations after you will never pass through them. I'm telling us the truth. In fact, there are certain things that happened in life that when I look back now, when I'm telling people, it's like African magic that is not true. So what actually inspired me to write that book is to pen down my experiences in life. To let people understand that you don't need to have any godfather. You don't need to know anyone in authority for you to ever succeed in life once you have God with you. What inspired me to write, I decided to share my experiences of how God by himself, because it was not by any man's effort. We don't have any politician or any big name in my family. But today I can call some big politicians and my phone rings and they pick immediately. How I was raised by God himself. So I want everyone, the book was inspired to let people know that your background or where you're coming from is not the reason why you are not making it. There are enormous opportunities, and I shared with them some principles, about 12 principles that I engaged with that has brought me to where I am today. And if anyone can apply the same principle, you can also get there. Because the truth about life is, God is not a respecter of persons. Life is run and operated on principles. That is why you see a Muslim hitting his head on the ground, very prosperous. Let me use this word. Dangote is not a Christian, but he's very prosperous. He's operating on principles. And that is why you see the rain fall on the roof of the wicked and the good, the bad and the ugly. So life is operated on principles, and if you're able to apply these principles, you also can succeed. That's what motivated me to write the book, to share my experiences with people, letting them know that if you apply these principles, you also can succeed.
Right. I went through the book after the review and it was very, very interesting. Okay, sir, can you tell us how we can get a copy of this book? Because this book is a very great book. Can you tell us how we can get a copy of this book?
We have the book in our online store. We have them in Amazon and Paystack. But while we were coming, I think we came with few copies. The book is sold for 10,000 naira. But because of those of us here, we could do 50% discount. We just have, I'm not sure we have up to 20 copies available here, but we could do discount for them for 50%. That's 5,000 naira. You can get a copy. It's a short, it's not a voluminous book. It's short, precise, and straight to the point. A DIY book.
Right. My advice is for each and every one of you to get this book. This book is a very good book, and it teaches a lot. Teaches a lot about life, and it teaches a lot. Okay, thank you for this. Is the end of this panel session. Thank you for coming, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you. That was a beautiful one. Please put your hands together for them once more. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, right about now, we'll be having the third lecture by Mr. Ezekiel Solesi, that is the CEO, Limb Simple. A round of applause for him. Mr. Ezekiel, Daddy, I know you will do something before you go.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to say thank you to the organizers for having me here. I'm hoping that this would be... Some slides up there. I'm hoping... I don't like to stand on stages because I'm not particularly a pastor, so tell people that God didn't call me, he sent me text. I got a text message, so it's not... I didn't miss the call, it was a text message, yeah? You know, it wasn't that deep, right? Is it ready? Okay, good. Yeah, good. Good. So the slides I have here would also be given to everybody who's registered in this meeting. I usually don't like to hold on to slides. You can take it, you can carry it to your house, you can share it as if you're the one that came up with it. I have absolutely no problem with it, right? Today I want to talk to, I'm assuming that almost everybody here is involved in real estate in some way. True or true? Good. And also, if you're not in real estate, you are in business, right? You run a business. So what I'm going to be sharing here today is going to be useful for you if you are in real estate or if you just run a business, right? And the reality is this: when I talk to real estate people, and I've had some opportunity, I lead a company called Limb Simple. We've worked with quite a number of organizations. 2 years ago, I was inducted into the Forbes Coaches Council. That's not very important. The Forbes Coaches Council is like the most elite group of business coaches in the world. So I think I was the third Nigerian to be added. I think there was fourth Nigerian, sorry. It was Fela Brutoye, Larry Lushola, Sam Adeyemi, and then myself at the time. But more important to this conversation, I've worked with about 4,000 businesses. We have 46 of our clients that exceed $1 billion a year. So I know a bit about how to help businesses make money. And yes, Southeast is booming. You know, there's a particular company that we worked with here in the Southeast, and I'll talk about it later. So we work with businesses to do all of what they did in the previous year in the first 90 days of the next year. You know, people think it's not possible. We've done it with a number of companies. There's a particular company here in the Southeast, in Anambra to be exact. They had done $2 billion last year, but you know, and then started working with us in January. And I would share with you. They sent us their account statements. In the first 3 months, they had done 2.3 billion, and we're trying to hit 10 billion working with them. So we'll talk a little bit about that later. So the Southeast is huge, you know, and there's a little bit of a challenge. You know, what people don't know is that Southeasterners. So when you see a Yoruba man and they say he's worth 100, and they say he's worth $1 billion, he doesn't have $1 billion. He has like 10 million naira in cash, and then whatever else in convertible assets, right? If you see an Igbo man and he says he has 1 billion naira, he has it in his house. Yeah, he has it somewhere, in his account, in his house, under his bed, somewhere, right? So, you know, so what's happening is, because the attention has moved all the way down here, you want to cash in on that significantly, because you are doing business with the most cash-rich ethnicity in the country. You know, they're cash-rich, and it's very different. It's different from being rich and being cash-rich. You know, there are two different things. You know, if you say somebody is rich, it's okay, but they are very rich. They are rich, broke people. They're all over Ikoyi. They have big houses and all that. They live in those houses. They can afford to pay their nannies. They can afford all those things because they're rich on paper, but they're broke. You know, but there's a group of people who, by design or by culture, whatever it is, they ensure that they are always cash rich, and you belong to those group of people. So you want to take advantage of that significantly, right? So I always talk. So anytime I talk to realtors, most realtors will talk about the fact that they have a closing problem.
I need to close more people. How many of us feel that way too? Great, I want to close more people. How do I close more people? And I tell people that you don't have a closing problem. I mean, most people do not have a closing problem because closing is conversion. Closing is someone is standing in front of me, I can collect my money. The reason why most of you are not selling as much is because you don't have enough of the people that should buy from you that know you. It's just that simple. So you have a marketing problem, not a closing problem. You don't have a closing problem, you have a marketing problem, right? So, and when we talk to people about marketing channels, how do you market your business? Most people talk about 2 or 3 ways. I'm going to share with you 11 different ways you can do it. And you can do it from right here, right now. You don't need to wait till tomorrow, all right? And the reason why most people don't have closing problems is because in closing, we make assumptions. How many of us have that rich man that we know he's rich, he can afford to buy the land, but he's just not buying? How many of us? Good. You're making an assumption. And let me explain why I say you're making an assumption. So where I live in Lagos now, right? Where I live, I have neighbors who own Rolls Royce. Right? Please, can I have my slides? I don't understand this type. Okay, good. Right? So where I live, right, I have neighbors who drive Rolls Royce. A couple of my neighbors own Rolls Royce, right? And so there's a very popular pastor that is not too far from my house. He drives a Mercedes-Benz. Now, a Rolls Royce is about a $1 million car. It's a little less than that, but if you customize it, so $1 million is like 1.6 billion naira now. That's a car. Good. So imagine somebody, walking through my street and looking at all these guys that own Rolls Royce. It's very easy for him to assume that I can buy one too, Rabbi. So he will now come and knock on my door and say, Mr. Ezekiel, come and buy Rolls Royce. Now, this is the truth. Because a Rolls Royce is 1.6 billion. If you have 1.6 billion in your account and you go and buy Rolls Royce, that's a spiritual problem. How many of us agree? It's a deep spiritual problem. Even your pastor, our man of God cannot cure that problem. Because that problem, it requires, that one that they used to carry people to the beach. They will not gather you. They will not carry broom. That's the kind of solution that you need. So to be able to buy a 1.6 billion naira car, at least you should have 10 billion naira just in case money. Money that's just sitting in your account, that doesn't have work. So if that person walks to my house and knocks the gate, if his life is determined by his ability to sell a Rolls Royce within the next 6 months, he should not be talking to me. Maybe in 1 year, when I don't blow proper blowing, then I can help his life. But today, I can't buy that car now. But it's easy to assume that I can, right? Because I live around people who do. But if he knocks on every single door in that neighborhood, he'll get somebody who will buy. True or true? Right? So marketing is everything we do to get people to know us, like us, trust us. You see, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. The question is, the people that should do business with you, do they know you? Do they like you? Can they trust you? All right? And sales is now the conversion of that asset. So sales is being able to convert that KLT asset into cash flow. Somebody knows you, likes you, trusts you, you convert that into money. That's what sales is. Sales and marketing are not the same, right? But good marketing would increase your sales, right? So to be able to market effectively, you need to have marketing channels. What's a channel? A channel is a way by which you get something, right? Right? So if you turn to AIT, you can access AIT through that channel. Or well, maybe one of the radio stations, 99.2 or whatever it is. It's that 99.2 channel that grants you access to the radio station, isn't it? Good. So the question is, how many channels do you have? But before you figure out channel, you need to know who your ideal customer is. Because a lot of people don't understand that real estate customers are not all the same. So because I do a lot of work in the real estate space, we've been able to help people understand. The person who's buying land that is from 0 to 2 million is very different from the person who's buying between 3 million and 5 million, between 3 million and 7 million. That is different from the person who's buying between 8 to 16 million. And it's very, very, very different. And many times we approach the same, everybody the same way. Now, this is the truth. You can sell every property under heaven. You just can't market everything. What does that mean? It means I have to determine that I want to focus on buyers that buy between 5 to 15 million, right? Now, if somebody comes to me and wants to buy a land of 100 million, I will sell. If somebody comes to me and wants to buy a land of 2 million, I will equally sell. But that's not the person I'm looking for. Why? Because if he has 100,000 naira to spend on marketing, and I have 100,000 naira to spend on marketing, and I'm trying to find everybody, and he's trying to find a specific group of people, he would find more of those group of people than I would find. Do you understand? So while you can sell everything, you can't market everything. So you have to determine, what do I want to market? Why? See, the people who buy land between 0 to 3 million naira, they buy it because of your personal brand. So you hear things like, oh, I'm buying it because of you. When somebody starts to spend between 7 to 10 million on land, when it's time to buy, they'll tell you that, please, I will call you. I need my lawyer to check it. Now you're getting angry that he's proud. No, because he has bought land before because he liked somebody. And then the land became audio land. You know, there's some people that do, in Lagos, people that have bought land, some people that have bought land, like 60% of them, see that money that they used to buy land, they should have taken that money to like Quilox. And go and drink Dorime there. Because Dorime they did not drink, land that they bought, they will not see. So it would have been better to have committed the crime with that money, and then maybe if they drink the Dorime now, they will be in the same VIP booth with whiskey. Then they can network and move on. Whiskey they did not see, land they will not see. I'm telling you. I'm serious. So you need to be clear. Who am I targeting? And once you determine who you're targeting, you need to ask these questions. The people that want to. So let me give you a perfect example. So the company that we work with in the East here, so we started working with them. So what we do is that we design strategic campaigns for them, run a couple of things. So they made a lot of money. But when he made that money, he sent me a message that they are gearing up for the rainy season. I said, what happened? He said, because in rainy season, sales used to drop. I said, okay. So I invited them to come to Lagos. They came to my office and I said, okay, explain this situation to me. Say, okay, majority of the people who buy these things are traders. They go to the market, and when it's rainy season, most people don't go to the market. I said, that's good. I said, so what usually happens in rainy season? So we just wait it out. You know, we don't really make a lot of sales. Things slow down. I said, okay. So can we replace that revenue? He said, what do you mean? I said, because rainy season does not affect sales in Lagos. And people in Lagos are getting a little discomforted with buying Lagos land. So why don't you redirect your marketing to Lagos? Right? So what we did was that we identified markets that are populated by Igbos. They are very well organized. Organize them, try and do a couple of meetings. We pick one of the most popular markets, Computer Village, right opposite Computer Village. There's a large billboard there. We put a billboard there. Right? Secure your real estate investments in the East. And that's where they all go every morning. They can see it, right? So they've blown up revenue simply because you ask. Sometimes the people that will buy from you, they don't live where you live. You need to ask, where do they live? Sometimes they live in the UK. Where do they live? Sometimes they are doctors that live in the UK. Where do they live? You need to ask those questions. Secondly, what do they do? The kind of person that can buy your house for 45 million or 20 million, what would that person be doing? Because if you know what they do, you can find them where they are. One of our clients has already crossed 10 billion this month, wrote to me, has already crossed 10 billion this year. And one of the things we figured out is Some of the people that invest in their space are, a lot of them are engineers. So last week, he was at the National Engineering Summit to go and speak there. Because we asked that question. How much do they earn? The people that are going to buy from you, what do they earn? Because it's a fraction of the money that they earn, that they used to buy. Do you understand? You can't try to sell something of 20 million to somebody who earns 1 million a month. Except he's stealing money. Which might be the case, but except he's stealing money, he can't buy that thing. So you need to find out how much do they earn. Who are the kinds of, there was a particular advertising agency that we worked with. And advertising agencies, they all try to clog around these big brands, Glow and MTN and all. And that's a very terrible market because everybody's fighting for the same account. So we had a session with them, and I said, okay, how much is a sizable business for you? Like the kind of business that somebody comes and says, they said 25 million. So 25 million is a sizable business for you. I said, yes. I said, good. I said, the question we should be asking is not whether we should look for Glow or MTN, is who are the people that have 25 million that they can spend? And we started to look at, okay, there are a couple of people in the business landscape. They are young, they are in the business, they don't understand advertising. You could bring them into advertising and they have 20 million naira easily to spend. 10 businesses. So we picked up the phone, we called, by the next week we were having a meeting with Inyaboyeji because one of us was able to connect to him. We sat down with him, he picked up the phone, called this company, called that company, called that company, he says, you could do business with these guys. They locked the entire annual revenue in one meeting. Yet everybody is looking for the big accounts. Right? Very, very important. Next is, what's their worldview? How do they see the world? Why is it important to know how they see the world? So that you don't offend them with the way you act. You see, when you're talking to people, when you're talking to Igbo people who live in the UK, it's different. There are things you will say, they will just walk away from you. Because their exposure has colored their perception of the world, right? And so you must align with how they see the world, right? And next is, how best can you reach them? So this how best can you reach them is the question that we want to answer within the next couple of minutes. So I want to show you a couple of, sorry, I don't know why So I'm going to share with you 11 different markets. The first of them is ads. I know a lot of people don't think this is important, but run ads. Even, and see, have a budget for it, even if it's 10,000 naira a month. So there's a lady, I was doing a training in one of these companies, and the lady took it to ads and started, she's just a little amount, 10,000 every month, she'll put in ads, just 10,000. She'll put it in ads every month, every month, every month. She said, and this was in 2020. And about a couple of months in, she got 4 leads on a particular month. One of them bought a land from her worth 4 million. All right. And then in 2022, so that was in 2020, in 2022, she did a transaction with the guy, same guy, worth 1 billion naira. So the question is, if she wasn't spending that 10,000 every month, would she find that guy? There are people that you would never be able to find because running an ad, see, as you are now sitting in Enugu, if you run ads, you can meet somebody inside this room in Southampton, UK. You will meet him this night. Do you understand? But if you don't run it, you are restricted to you and only your village people. And your village people have no interest in you moving out of the village. So there's very little that can happen in your life. Do you understand? But a small budget. You know, the beautiful thing about ads is you could set it and say, I want this ad to go to somebody who lives in Ikoyi, or somebody who lives in Onitsha, or somebody, you could set it. And then you are sleeping, one day, the guy wakes up in the middle of the night. You see, some of you, the way you used to act, this is how you want God to help you. Let me explain how you want God to help you. You want God to wake that customer. You wake him up and say, you are going to buy land. You say, yes, Lord. You're going to buy from Ezekiel. He said, yes, Lord. Then the next one, who is Ezekiel? His name is Ezekiel. His number is 081122. You know, in fact, next tomorrow, it's very hard. Allow God, do ads so that God can, the angel in charge of you. Because some of you, your angel, the angel that God assigned to you is tired. Because, see, if you run ads, the angel can just align that, okay, that your ad will run at 2 a.m. The guy will not have one good dream. He will just wake up. At that 2 a.m., he's just scrolling through Facebook. He just see her, say, that's him. Finish. Angel Ngozi job. Done. But the kind of work you are giving that angel now, the angel is tired of you. Because the work you want the angel to do, it requires 7 angels to do that work. And they've assigned all the angels. Every angel has its own assignment. Your own angel allocation no reach what you define what the guy do. Right? Run ad. It doesn't matter how small it is. And this is why a lot of us don't run ads. We make a mistake. So, Dr. Chris here, when he sells real estate, he's a developer, right? When you sell real estate for 45 million, is all that money profit? No. So why is it that when realtors make a commission, they think all that money is profit? When he sells real estate, he takes out the cost of the land, right? Then he takes out the cost of operation. Then he takes out the cost of marketing. He takes out all those costs. It's what is left that is his own. If you sell real estate here and they pay you $1 million commission, I guarantee you the amount of money that is your money is not up to 250K. If you spend your $1 million, you are finished. I'm telling you, take money. It's out of that money that you run marketing. It's out of that money. Do you understand? Some of you now, they've not even paid the money. Village Problem has arranged and is waiting for the money to land. Do you understand? Run ads. It doesn't matter how small. Do it. Doesn't matter how small. Secondly, is referrals. Now, sorry, so now why is my stuff not working? So referrals, right? Now what is referrals? Referrals is somebody referring you, right? Now, first, you can get referrals from people who bought from you, but let me teach you something. How to get referrals, because many of us, the referral conversation is passive. We wait until clients refer us. No, make that conversation active. Preempt a client to refer you. And many of us go about this way. You go and meet the client and say, sir, if you refer me, I will give you 20% of my commission. The moment you say that, he's not interested. You know why? Because he's not going to see, he doesn't want to seem as though he's interested in your 20%. This guy bought a land from me for crying out loud. Why is he interested in the 20% of the money that he paid you? However, you can engage something in sales called the law of reciprocity. And I'll tell you what I've taught a couple of people. Identify key people in your life that you know the kind of people that you want, and preempt the conversation. You can call Mr. Chris and tell him, sir, find a very thoughtful gift. Let me tell you the easiest gift you can find. Airtime. Send Mr. Chris 50,000 naira airtime. Now, this is it. If you give him a 50,000 naira gift, it won't stand out because there are too many people around him. Do you understand? But if you send him 50,000 naira airtime, I can guarantee you he has probably not bought 50,000 naira airtime for himself in one transaction. The goal is to get attention. You send him 50,000 naira airtime, then you call him. He says, sir, I just sent you 50,000 naira airtime. He says, thank you very much. For what? I'm doing it because of the customers you are going to refer to. See, the moment you do that, see, the Bible says that give and it will come back to you. It didn't say it's what you give that will come back. But it said what is coming back will come back, pressed down, shaken together. Right? Now, usually when you give somebody something, or you do something good for somebody, the person wants to reciprocate with what they think you like. So when I give him that 50,000 naira, and I tell him that it's because of people that you are going to recommend, I've already told him what I like. He's in trouble. He has already accepted the gift. Now, it's different from saying, sir, if you recommend me, I will send you 50,000 naira time. He won't do it. Doesn't need your 50,000 naira, doesn't need it. But if you send it to him, then tell him why, he won't be able to sleep. He won't be able to sleep. That's how you preempt referrals. So most people just wait. They say, wait for, again, you are giving that angel too much work. You want the angel to not call that person, to tell the person. No. Preempt the conversation. The third is speaking engagement. Find places to go and talk. Some of you, yes, you are not a pastor. You don't see, inside your WhatsApp group, inside your WhatsApp, some of you here, there's secondary school that you went to, Abi. Secondary school that you went to. Good. They say, what somebody has enough sense and he has created a WhatsApp group of those secondary school students, Abi. Good. When you are inside that place, and see, I don't care what school you went to, somebody in that school has made it. If you are in a school and nobody has made it, all of you need to gather, carry pastor, go to the school, and go and break foundational courses. I'm telling you, there's somebody in your secondary school that is living in the UK. There's somebody. So yeah, people say, I can't get opportunity. This is what you do. You gather in the group and say, since we are all people, let us be promoting each other's opportunities. Every week, let's do a voice call. Voice call can take up to 45 people. Let's just do a voice call. And somebody should just come and teach us something so that we can advance. Then when you give that suggestion, don't be the first person. Because if you be the first, you'll be like saying, are you planning? So you just say, you now recommend one person. Say, let's let Ekene go first now. So Ekene now goes first. Because once you recommend Ekene first, you're the one that they will recommend you. They will recommend you as next. So Ekene now goes first. You go wait for that 1 week. You will sell. You will now maybe pick somebody that doesn't have anything to sell. Maybe doctor. Come and teach us doctoring. How to stay healthy. He will now come, do his own healthy something. Then next week is your turn. When you enter your turn, you bring them in. Do you understand? That's how you get opportunities to speak. Some of you are waiting for somebody to come and call you to stand on stage. That's not how it happens. You look for the opportunity. Let me tell you why we do business this way. Many of us don't understand how much of business education we got growing up. When you were growing up, there was somebody selling something on your street, Abi? True or true? And then that person just opens shop and sit down. And then everything just happens. You don't know how devastating that education has done for you. Because many of us, the way we think business runs is that when you open shop, somebody will come. Now, but how do you know that strategy is not working? Is that woman's shop has not become ShopRite. Has it become ShopRite? It's still the same size. The woman is there, she's old. If you ask her 10, 20 years ago, she will tell you that she needs 20,000 to grow that business. If you ask her now, she needs 20,000. So the fact that her life has not changed, that means that it's not working. It's not working. So you need to ensure that you are aggressive as you're building. Find the opportunities to speak. Organize, and if you have money, if you have money and there's a program happening, go and sponsor the program and tell them that you want to speak. The first time I spoke at the House of Lords in the UK, I paid for it. Yes, I paid. It was $6,000. You pay them. You speak. After that time, I've spoken at the House of Lords is the Senate building in the UK. I've spoken there 3 times after that. I was invited. But the first time, it's called pay to play. I paid to play. Because how are they going to hear my voice in that place? Do you understand? This is the House of Lords. So this is like the most senior place in the whole UK. To enter there takes 45 minutes of security. In fact, when they tell you you're going to speak, you have to send your name ahead. They're going to check your village. MI6 will check everything about your future and your past to be sure that you and Boko Haram and Al-Qaeda are not connected in any way. I'm telling you. But you pay, you go and play there. Then you will get opportunities. So if you have money, somebody's organizing something, you sponsor them 50K, 100K, 500K, and say, well, what do you want? No, just give me 20 minutes to come and speak. Don't tell them that you want 20 minutes to come and advertise. Because when you say, once someone says, let us welcome our sponsor, everybody just shuts down. They don't want to hear you. Tell them to give you topic. In fact, give them topic. maybe it's a topic on food. You say, okay, good. I want to come and talk about the impact of the food industry in the real estate industry. Straight, you enter. Yes, now, because the case now, like Messi when they use left. If you give him ball for right, he will use the right leg, adjust the ball to the left leg, use the left leg and score. And that's what you do. Take those opportunities, or else, if you don't take it, there's very little you can get. Next is organizations. Now, this is very important, and I put this here particularly because of those of us that are top realtors and developers here. You see, I have a lot of businesses in my community that do over $1 billion a year, 46 of them. So I hear this every year, somewhere between November and December. All right? Businesses that are not in real estate, that are doing very well, when they get to November ending stroke December and they see their profitability numbers, one of the ways that they pay less taxes is to put money in real estate. Let me explain. If you run a business, if you've read financial statements, you've heard things like profit before tax, profit after tax. Have you heard that before? Good. You see, those two things is like is night and day. So let me explain. Let's assume the government takes 30% company income tax, right? Corporate tax, rather, 30%. What that means, and I'll tell you an example of one of my clients that closed the year with a profit before tax of 10 billion naira. The problem with that is that he now owes the government 3 billion naira. Now, nobody on the face of the earth wants to pay the government 3 billion naira. So his task is, how do I increase my expenses, right? Such that I can drive my expenses so high that low to 1 billion, and then I pay 300 million. That's why have you noticed that banks, towards the end of the year, they buy new cars for their staff. They don't like the staff. They just hate the staff less than they hate the government. It's not, they don't buy because they like the staff. I've seen this happen. I've been in boardrooms where they do this, where the first thing they do, have you noticed that very successful business owners, they buy G-Wagons and all that? It's not as if they really want the cars. I tell people, say, if you're running a business, don't save to buy those things. You will have to buy it. I have a client. I was chatting with her this morning. She's speaking at our next mastermind meeting. And at some point, she had to buy herself a G-Wagon Brabus 2021. 300 million. It's after she bought it, she said, this thing is also okay. I don't know why I did not want it before. But the point here is, what happened was that we looked at the money, and the reason why real estate is important is that real estate is one of the very few assets that sits both as an expense and an asset. So you spend it, is an expense. But the value increases, it's an asset. So they bought almost 6 billion naira worth of real estate. Yes. So the question they ask is, this is why if you are here and you're a top realtor or desire to be a top realtor and build relationships with top people, many of you, all your friends are only in real estate, singing to the choir. You should have friends in medical services that are doing billions. You should have friends in all these places. Why? Because they will call you and say, look, Ezekiel, what she said to Ezekiel, I need you to find me a very good person in real estate. We need to allocate 6 billion. When they finish allocating 6 billion, they say, okay, what are we going to spend money on again? Oh yeah, let us buy cars and increase staff morale. So if you give a staff car now, it could just die on top of your case, right? So they took some staff that had worked a couple of years, they bought all of them cars, their brains scatter. Now, in their mind, the company love us. It doesn't really love you that much. They just hate you less than they hate the government. Do you understand? So if you don't have CEO friends of businesses that are not real estate companies, that are in fast growing, as a company, every single time I'm always thinking, what are the five fastest growing industries in the country? Because that's where you want to have friends. That's where you want to have friends. So many of us, if you check, some of us here in real estate, if you check your books, all you know are real estate friends. Why? If all you know are real estate friends, whether they are big or small, you are not helping yourself. Because there are friends that you know, towards the end of the year, they need to. Did you hear what I said? Need. They need to allocate 6 billion naira before December 31st. How many of us here know Grant Cardone? Yeah. You know he owns a jet. Yeah. Do you know why he bought a jet? You think because he wanted to show up? It got to the end of the year, and he had so much money, and his taxes was large. So his accountant said, the only way you can burn this money now, buy jets. So he calls Bowen and says, how far? We need a jet. Bowen says, we don't have any jets in, maybe till middle of next year and all that. He said, okay, no problem. He dropped the call, called the accountant. Say, accountant, forward them $55 million. The money entered the account. Now, the moment the money entered the account, they took them in trouble. Because that money must not follow them and enter the next year. So they gave him a jet the next week. Because once the money has left his own account, it's no longer his problem. Once the money has entered their own account, if they don't deliver a jet and the money crosses over to 31st, the government will say, Babana profits. Now you have to pay. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you don't have friends that run organizations, you're losing money. And you're losing a lot of money. So there are places where those CEOs are, become friends with those people. And you don't only have friends that are in real estate. 5, alumni, people that have bought from you. Build a community of people that have bought from you. Let them know each other. You know why? Because the moment they know each other, it will be difficult for them to buy from somebody else. Because if they bought from somebody else, they cannot come and explain it. Let me explain. How many of us here, okay, so we're very religious people here. Have you noticed that most people don't understand the strategy behind the small group system in churches? Powerful strategy. The moment you join small group, and you know each other very well, have you noticed that when you're in a small group, let's say you're in Winners Chapel, small group, you're now active. If you go to Redeem event, you're going to watch. You don't want me to see you. You're going to watch. If you see them, you go look straight like say you don't see them. They say they go look straight like say they don't see you. Because we must not jam ourselves in another church. That's what happens. When your customers know each other, it increases loyalty with you. But the reason why it's also very important is, so there's a particular company that we worked with, and we started to talk to the company to start to do, and this is for developers here, to start to do project update meetings. So you have 300 customers, you have 10 projects, right? 10 different projects, 300 customers. It's not all 300 of them that are bought from all the 10 projects. But if you invite them into a project meeting, let's say on Zoom, because a lot of them are not in Nigeria, and then it's a 1-hour meeting, right? You have 10 projects. You spend 6 minutes giving feedback on each project. So you say, okay, Enugu project 1, this was how much it was when we started it. So we always teach realtors how to create valuation reports, right? Because a lot of us don't create valuation reports. The land that you sold in 2020, for example, the house you sold in 2020 for 15 million, and that you now sell for 45 million or 55 million as it were, how many of the people who bought at 15 million are aware that it's 55 million? That's a valuation report. So we had a company that we work with them to create a valuation report. When you create a valuation, what's a valuation report? The name of the person, what they bought, the price as at when they bought, the current price, percentage increase in valuation, and then you then add all the different things that they bought. So people realize, because once people see that, the value is high, they want to put more money in. Or you have different customers, you give a valuation report on the first project, there are 300 people on the Zoom call, right? Some of them have not bought into that one. Maybe that person bought Enugu phase 5, but you're giving feedback on phase 1. And it's like, this one too is moving now. How far? Let me put money here. The problem is that we have kept our customers in silos. Your customers are in silos. They're in all these different places. But they don't understand that you have other investments that are as good or maybe even better than the one that they paid money for. To create those types of events. 6, social media. Now, social media is different from ads. Social media is your regular posting. See, when you are posting, check what you are posting. Because you must look like, all your posts must look like they can trust you with money. So right now, some of you, Sunday things, you know those pictures you used to post, Sunday things, chilling on a Sunday. Don't post it. All those useless pictures you used to post, chilling on a Sunday with my goons. Don't post it. Post, see, anything that is not professionally taken, don't post it. You see, because the real life now is the one on social media. The one that you think is real life is now fake life. Because if somebody hears about you, what's the first thing they will do? They go on Google. They check you online, they check your social media. They would make a buying decision based on what they see. And you know, see this thing, I tell people, you don't need a lot of money to always look good. Just be like me. I don't have clothes. I only have uniform. Anybody, all the people that are here that know me, if you go to my social media, I don't have clothes. And my clothes is cheap. This thing is 20K. I have like 2, 3 black, 3 white. Like, as I'm leaving here tomorrow now, I'm flying to Lagos. I'm going to speak at an event. I don't wear another black one. That black one gets some things for you. Once you enter, life is easy. I have like 3 black jeans. I have like 3 native, 2 white, 1 black. 1 white native is normal like this Oga's one. The other one gets agbada. So I don't buy Asoebi. If you invite me to anything on the face of the earth, I will enter one of those 3 native and come straight. My grandfather died. My father said, my mom said Asoebi. I said, Mom, which one do you want? Do you want the agbada one or the normal white? Because I don't buy those kind of things. Why am I saying that? Why I'm saying that is this. If you don't have money, fine. If it's only white shirt and red tie, every time you post, wear white shirt and red tie. By the time you do it 5 times, they will know that that's your style. They won't be asking you whether you have money. It's to wear too much clothes that is confusing you. Too much clothes. They're not checking whether it's Ferragamo. No. There's a time in my life I used to buy nice wristwatch. There's a time I had this, what's the name of this wristwatch that 007 uses? He used that for spectacles. It's a £5,000 watch. But after a while, I realized that I'm setting myself up for failure. Because after a while, he will do another James Bond. There's another watch. So I said, let me go and buy iWatch. If I buy iWatch, you don't know which year I buy, which. Everything's same. Life is easy. Do you understand? Don't complicate your life. Be as simple as you possibly can and show up in a way that inspires trust for your brand. Don't look like what you are going through. And I know you are going through a lot, but don't look like it. Because I'm telling you, because if people know what you are going through, they won't buy you. Okay. And then secondly, go to places. So I always tell entrepreneurs, if you are here, you're an entrepreneur, have a budget. It might be 5,000. 5,000. Every month, go to somewhere very nice. Go to the nicest place in your city and spend only what that 5,000 can spend. But have that budget. Never ever have a meeting with a client and that's your first time going to the place. I've lost money because of this. I'll tell you, 40 million naira. So we've done this. I and my wife have started. My wife runs an animation studio. It's currently the 2nd largest studio in the country. And so in 2010, we had pitched and we got investors. Some guy wanted to invest 40 million for 20%. So he brought us to a meeting at 4 Points by Sheraton. So go to this meeting, we sit down, really nice meeting. If you know 4 Points in Lagos, there are small tables in the reception, 4 people can sit on it. So 2 of us are sitting like this, the 2 investors are sitting here, and we're discussing. How many of you have been in a meeting and the meeting is going on well? You know money is coming, the way the meeting is going. Exactly, that's how this meeting was. Everything was flowing. In fact, the key investor was somebody who had worked as a subordinate to my wife's aunt in CBN in Abuja before. So everything looked like money is coming. Until one waitress that the devil sent. So this is what happened. This waitress lady, you know the way those waitresses are, they come with a menu, right? Good. So she gets to the place, she scans the table, she hands the menu to the person that she believes will buy. You know, when you sit down, you know who is going to buy. You understand? The people that can buy, they look like a guy, no 6-pack, like maybe 2-pack, everywhere just gather. People like me that look like we need help, they know. And they were correct. We're not, so the lady He hands over the menu, so please let me take the menu. Hands over the menu, then turns to me and says, what do you want? Like, if you say, give me menu now, I don't check what's in the sauce. But, so at that time, there were different types of, I knew there were different types of tea. But what I didn't know was that there were different types of coffees. So for my mind that year, all coffee and Nescafe. That year. So I can't reason say, if I say tea, the follow-up question will be, what kind of tea? Then I'll now hook. But if I say coffee, normal, just go and get us the normal coffee. Shall I say, oh, I'd like a cup of coffee? What kind of coffee? So, and I learned one strategy from my father. My dad said, when you enter that level, you just ask them, what do you recommend? Now, when you ask that question, you must ensure that they don't say when they say the first thing, you say exactly that one. Because if they say the second one, if they say the second one, it will be like saying you don't know. But if they say the first one, you not say exactly. It's as if they're reminding you that you be known, but you don't just remember that particular. So as Anna said, oh, what kind of coffee? You say, oh, the lady said, oh, latte. I said, exactly. That is that one. Latte, I take it. So I asked my wife, so which one do you want? She said, oh, I said, sharp somebody now. Exactly what he's taking. Now, this is why I know that this lady was sent from the devil. Because the thing that came out of her mouth next, even till today, I don't understand. She said, latte is not good for ladies. Now, till today, I've drank, you know how many latte I've drank in my life? Just to prove, me and my wife have drank latte, we have latte lives our life. Just to prove that it's not good. And she has no problem. We have 2 boys, we have children, we are not barren on top of this latte situation. Right? So so this lady said latte is not good for ladies. Oh yeah, and she said it's not good. At least just follow up with recommendation. She no recommend. Our man of God here would know. There's a part in the Bible where they say there was silence in heaven. Have you read that part? Have you read that part before? Everywhere you're quiet. Then the guy bailed us. I said, don't just give us all cappuccino. But that's how the meeting ended. Because nobody is going to trust you with 40 million if you don't know what cup. I went back there the day after, and I realized, this was 2010, that cup of coffee was 600 naira. If I had gone there a day before, I'd have drunk cappuccino, latte, mochaccino, I would drink everything. And in fact, I might even be lucky that when I go back the next day, it's the same lady. I'll say, give me the usual. You now look as if me and now we are together. Do you understand? So that's why I tell you, if you are here, you're an entrepreneur, or you do big money business, every month, doesn't matter how much it is, take a small budget, 5,000, and go by yourself to somewhere. Let them give you the money. You can look at the menu. All you can buy is just one is bottle of water. Do you understand? Buy it and drink it slowly. Because when you buy 5K water, Jesus Christ must have turned that water to wine. Don't drink it in a rush. Drink it slowly. It's okay, but drink it nonetheless. So that the next time when you come, when you enter into the place, you know what they have. Do you understand? Some of you will just enter. You enter into the restaurant, you're not looking as if you have entered at least the one Thailand. You won't collect money. See, do you know what the definition of trust is? Trust is you look like somebody I can give that money to. That's what trust is. That's what trust is. So you must look like someone that they can give the money to. If you walk into somewhere and you don't look like they can give you money, they won't give you money. Because what if I give you 40 million and you got a married wife? Or I give you 40 million and next week it's only on WhatsApp, we can call you. I have one of my friends like that. He's also one of the speakers. He's a financier. So he finances business of 2-3 billion naira. And anytime you want to raise money from him, or anytime you are owing him money, randomly he'll just be calling you normal call. Randomly, he just call you normal call, and you pick up and say, okay, no problem. I just wanted to check. Because you say on a normal, if you are not around, you cannot pick normal call. It's WhatsApp call you pick it. So when you call him and say, we'll call you back normal call, say, okay, let's talk. Because before you go and give somebody 40 million, it's not WhatsApp call, you're not calling him. Say, where are you? I'm between Saskatchewan and Ontario. Next is email marketing. This is important if you do business with people abroad. So people abroad, in Nigeria, I know we have email problem. In fact, in Nigeria, if you send email to a Nigerian, you will now call him to tell him that you sent him email. but if you do business abroad, in the UK and all that, a lot of them check their emails a lot. So you want to have an email newsletter, you want to communicate by email a lot. And let me help you understand. If you sell anything above 10 million naira here, there are less than 3 million people in Nigeria that can buy it. People say, oh, Nigeria, we have 215 million people. The market is not wide. 95% of Nigerians are broke. I'm telling you, the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, 95% of Nigerians have less than 500K in their account. Some of us know it's true because we remember what's in our account. Do you remember? Do you understand? 95% of Nigerians. So, if you are interested in selling consistently, you need to talk to Nigerians abroad. They are the ones that have the money that you're looking for. I'm telling you. And fortunately, there are a lot of Igbo people. Igbo people are the most widely traveled people. I was watching Channels News one time, and there was a bomb blast in a village in Iraq. Yes. And 2 Nigerians died there. Yeah, one of the Nigerians' name is Emeka. Do you know how deep it must be in your life to end up in a village in Iraq? Not in the city, in a village. Village is like it's like somebody goes to the north now, and enter Zamfara, and now go and be living in Bukum. You know, Bukum is a village in Zamfara that is 6 hours away from the city center. 6 hours, yes, I served in that place. 6 hours, and to get there, these are the days to go. When you get to Gusau, which is the capital, then there's now all these vehicles where 2 people, driver will sit, 2 people will sit with the driver in front. It's all this small vehicle. Then 4 people will now sit at the back. They will hook themselves like this. Then they will now open boots. Another 4 people will now sit in the boots. They are going 6 hours. And when you get there, when you get to where you're going to, you can't come down. You just arrange yourself the way you are. You first be there for like 2 minutes before your body is now releasing itself. And you know what it is for an Igbo man to die inside that village? So, Nigerians, Igbo people travel everywhere. Target countries. Right? I was in Qatar some 3 weeks ago, and I was telling some people that are in real estate, target Qatar. If you are a legal immigrant, if you are legal, in fact, it's impossible to be illegal in Qatar. But if you are legal in Qatar, you have money. It's a very expensive place to live. Target them. That's why ad is important. Target Kuwait. Target all these places. No, it's only your village people and the market in front of your house you want to be selling to. And then you'll be wondering why God is not helping you. Next is community events. Whether it is you as a business, if you run a business, or a group of you as realtors, put money together and host events. Host events. Host networking events. Do you understand? Go to a nice hotel, host them, let people come. You will now agree that, okay, of all the costs, all the prospects, put money together. See, this is the thing. Some of you, if you guys find a way to put 100,000 naira together, 10 of you, put 100,000 naira, that's 1 million naira. Can you host a radio show? Right? For a season is 13 episodes, isn't it? So at least each person gets, 1 day to show up on radio. You do it. Act as a community, work together. 9 is drip list. And our 2 guys mentioned it. See, it's not everybody. Anytime somebody buys something quickly, you have eaten somebody's labor. So many of you now, someone said they are going to buy. You have not reached out to them in months. And you forget. Remember my first story where I said that guy will come and knock on my door, right? Right? Yeah. And ask me to buy a Rolls Royce, right? Good. I have neighbors who want to buy, who own Rolls Royce. Do you think that there's, the fact that I'm in that place, you don't think that there's Rolls Royce in my future? There is. There is. There's Rolls Royce in my future. The first step I want to take in my journey towards Rolls Royce is a G-Wagon. No, you go first buy G-Wagon. Then, when you buy the G-Wagon, then you now but the point is this. Imagine that I am ready to buy a Rolls Royce, but that guy doesn't stay in touch. Do you understand? You stay in touch with people. Stay in touch. And let me give you a way to stay in touch with you. Because one of the reasons why we don't stay in touch is because we think we are bothering people. Right? Let me tell you one powerful way. Write this down. Google Alerts. Just write down. I'll explain. Write down Google Alerts. Google Alerts. That's what I use to stay in touch with powerful people. Google Alerts is a function on Google that allows Google to bring me information that I ask it to bring me. For example, I have a Google Alert on my name. If my name shows up online, right, I'll get an email with a link to where it showed up. I'll read it, I will know what people are saying about me, right? I have a Google Alert on business funding in Nigeria. If anybody is giving anybody money in Nigeria, I will know by 9 p.m. tonight because I programmed it to send me an email every day at 9 p.m. If I have a client, I put up a Google Alert on their name, on their business name. So that if something happens, I will know. Because the problem with following up is that you now say, sir, how far with that money? No, leave the conversation about the land. Follow up with them about other things that pertain to their lives. So, the guy is celebrating birthday. I'll give you an instance, right? So we sent a cake to somebody this morning because I found out that today is his birthday. So we've organized cake. The person has called me while I'm here now. The transaction value of the cake is 35K, but the transaction value of that cake is huge. The other thing is that when you meet clients, try to find out what they do for a living. So let me explain. Most people think that networking is about finding sales and finding clients. It's not. Networking is about building relationships. The relationship creates the money. So there's a guy that I worked with. He's a realtor, just a simple realtor. He's already done 350 million naira worth of properties this year. And last year he used to sell 2 million, 1.8 million naira worth of land. So he wanted to move into selling bigger things. And I said, look, first things first, find where you can find the best quality people in your area. And when you get there, find out what they do and never ask them for anything until you've connected them to an opportunity. So that's what I do. If I meet somebody, I don't want to talk about what I do. I want to learn as much about what he does, and then I want to connect him to something. If I connect him to something, about him buying from me is easy. So this my friend, he doesn't even live in the Highbrow area of Lagos. He lives in Ajawa Estate. So he decides to join a gym. And I tell people, if you're here, go join a gym. You know why? No matter where you are, the best quality of people in that area would always show up at the gym. Do you understand? The best, even if it's inside where everybody's broke, of all the broke people, the best quality people, you'll see them at the gym. Because to go to a gym, you must be concerned about your health. And it's when you have money you can be concerned about your health. And you must have time. Broke people don't have time. It's true. They don't have time. Everything is pursuing them. They're always hurrying to work, hurrying everywhere, right? So this guy meets this guy at the gym, and then he calls me and says, I met this guy. I said, look, don't ask him to buy anything. Find out what he does. Oh, he sells tiles. Good. So he calls this guy and says, sir, you sell tiles? Fantastic. I do real estate, but this is how I can help you. I know a couple of my friends who develop. Can I connect you to them? Maybe you can sell your tiles to them. So he connected them to this particular developer of ours who sells tiles. It happens that the developer had been buying that type of tile for a higher price because he does business on the island, right? So they signed a deal that says any tiles he buys, the developer will pay 50% of the money. The other 50% will be converted to assets. That guy has supplied 400 million naira worth of tiles to that company. So meaning that he has bought 200 million naira worth of real estate. Guess who's getting the commission? But many of you just meet them. Well done, sir. How's everything? This is my card. This is what I did. This is my flyer. This. Have you not turned back and you see them as they are walking? They throw the flyer away. Don't ask for something until you give them something. And it brings me to the next point: networking. Go see the people you are looking for. They are not looking for you. I can assure you that. If you are ever going to meet them, it is you that would have to go and meet them. The people you are looking for, they are not looking for you. And so I tell people like in Nigeria, I'm grateful God used to organize this thing because there's something I wanted to say. And our man of God will verse. So, but he has left, Abi. He has left. Because the way I want to explain now, because in Nigeria we used to pray one prayer. I believe God does not answer that prayer. Because it's a very irresponsible prayer. It's a prayer that goes like this. Let the helper of destiny locate me. God does not answer that prayer. You know why I know God doesn't answer that prayer? Because all the people that I see praying that prayer, they are still poor. Let me explain what that prayer sounds like. This is how the prayer sounds like. Dangote calls you today and say, I want to give you 2 billion naira. You say, thank you so much, sir. This is my house address. Oh, you didn't get the joke. Dangote wants to give you money. You now thank him, but you send him your house address because as Dangote, as jobless as he is in this life, he will not carry the 2 billion naira in Ghana must go. And he will not be coming. They will say, where are you going to? Sir, are you going to sign a new deal of a refinery? He said, no, the Lord said I must locate somebody I want to help. No. If you're going to meet Dangote, it is you that is going to meet him. And so, it is arrogant to be a business person and be sitting in an office. There is if you run a business here, and I tell my staff, if I'm in the office 3 days a week, we're in trouble. The office is for the staff, for operational staff, so that they can be looking at each other and getting things done. The money is not in my office. I spent 32 million naira renovating my office. Beautiful place. I don't have an office in my office. I don't need an office. I'm on the streets. I'm a street boy. Money is on the streets. What am I doing? I'll now sit down. Office will now be fine. Empty CEO of what? Do you understand? Look at all the billionaires that you know. If you follow them on Instagram, they are on the streets. Those of you that are following now, have you seen any place that Tony Nimelu has identified as his own office? On his videos. He doesn't have an office. I'm chatting with one of our clients here now, 25 billion, she doesn't have an office. But small change that we have. You go out. The money is where you go to. It's not in your house. Except you have a very unique skill of digital. Even that one said there are still places you have to go. To go out. Don't sit down in your office. The person that you are going to meet is you that will go and meet him. He's not the one that will come and meet you. And even if God wants to arrange a meeting, allow God's work to be easy. Let them meet you on the streets. God will now say, I need you to buy 12 plots of land from Ezekiel. He lives on number 2, Enugu Street. If you go there, you see 2 gates. Don't enter the left one, enter the right one. When you enter, you see somebody, they don't know him as Ezekiel there, they know him as Chukwudi. Say Ezekiel, but it's Chukwudi. No, now allow God's work to be easy and meet the person somewhere. Go out. You cannot do business and be sitting down. And you know the beautiful thing is that a lot of our Igbo brothers know this. If you enter into Ladipo, all the Yoruba people are sitting in shops. The Igbo people are in front on the streets. And when you meet that guy, it's where he tells you that you follow. Those guys have developed such powerful skills, they can smell what you want by just looking at your face. They don't look say, you define ball joints. I said, how you take notes? Say, just follow me. Look, I take you go my shop. I'm telling you, they can smell it. But you are inside. You're just there, sitting down, chopping biscuits and abacha and saying that maybe God will help you. You know, you are the first that will go for fellowship. Pray, 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 pray. How is God going to help you? See, the conversation about wealth, the conversation about wealth, I might be wrong, but I don't think God is as involved in that conversation as we like to think He is. Because if He's as involved as we think He is, Christians will be rich, pagans will be poor. Do you understand? God has created a system. It's who works that system that gets money. So it's possible to be poor and still go to heaven. But you don't want to be poor on earth. Because, you know, Bible has showed us that earthly poverty does not lead to heavenly riches. Because there was a man in the Bible, Jesus Christ told the story. He was poor, Lazarus. In the earth, he was under the rich man's table. When he entered heaven, he didn't get house. He didn't have house. Because, no, look, if you just read that scripture, he's in Abraham. Did you read that David was in Abraham's bosom? Those of you that are, it was David in Abraham's bosom. David gets his own flat. The guy don't get. And let me explain. See, the rich man knows. He knows. Because when the rich man was there saying, help me arrange water, he said, no, save Lazarus. You see, among all these people, it's Lazarus that is the one that will bring the water. It's not somebody else. He didn't say, God, who is standing beside you? Maybe Father David. No, it's Lazarus. Because he knows that if Lazarus didn't deny him, he's the one that they will send to bring the water. It's the one. So you don't want to be like Lazarus. We don't get house for heaven. He still don't get house for earth. You don't get anywhere, but he's in heaven. So in case that's what you want, my own mortgage plan for heaven will get plenty room. So at least you know me now. If you jam there, I can provide you some accommodation. I'm very sure I'll have some boys' quarters that are available for you. So that's very okay. But if you want to be, successful, because if you want to help, it's not what you have that you can use to help. Okay, you want to save soul now. If you are broke, can God send you somewhere? Because if He sends you now, it's going to say, okay, go and preach in Zamfara. So you don't even have money. You're not walking to Zamfara. Walk. 17 days, you never reach there. You don't send me. I don't take flight. I don't do crusade. 25,000 people don't born again. So when we reach heaven now, we will get flats. We will get boys' quarter. Do you understand? So it's important. Be successful here. And to be successful here, all you need is to engage the principles, isn't it? And lastly is WhatsApp status. A lot of us don't know how powerful this thing is. If you know how powerful it is, you post there often. And you won't post everything in the morning. You post it at different times. Because the more you post, you get up in people's list. But let me tell you one other thing that I do. Is when I post, I engage people that have seen my post. You will just be there, you wait for me to call. No. When I post a couple of things, 3-4 things that say the same message. If somebody gets to the 5th one, I will engage them. Thank you so much for viewing the post. Would you like us to discuss it? No, you are just there waiting, Abi. The second thing is the people you are following up on, be checking their status. Sometimes they will post what they are supposed to laugh. Follow them and laugh. That's like $15,000. What happened? This lady, we're trying to follow up. She said she's not available. Time doesn't. That's okay, no problem. So every day I'll be checking her status. So one day she posted one picture. The picture said, and it was going around that time. The picture said, I would rather take 5,000 than 14 million with disrespect. So she posted that picture, and she now wrote underneath the post that she likes disrespect too. So meaning that she would take the 14 million with disrespect as opposed to the 5,000. So me too, I now replied that myself, I like disrespect. So both of us started a chat about disrespect. We were chatting. So after the chat, don't switch one plan. I said, by the way, are you available for a call now? She don't feel wrong now. We have been discussing disrespect for a very long time now. So we entered the call together. But no, you will not do post WhatsApp. You just look at somebody's WhatsApp and just be walk out straight as if you are the person in the best. If the person, see, somebody posts something that is funny, laugh. Why you not just press laugh? Must you really laugh the laugh? Just press it. And you know that your life is miserable. Just press the laugh. Do you understand? You don't have to laugh, just press it. And it might just start a conversation. Because the key about sales is that as long as a conversation is happening, money is coming. When a conversation stops, that's the end. You must keep things running, right? So, having said that, I want to just, Ekene told me to talk about this. In November, so we do this every year where we have this large conference. So in November, we're going to be doing an event at a hotel. Sorry, my events are not cheap. Unfortunately, if you don't have some kind of money, I can't help you. It's not pride, it's just that I'm trying to buy a Rolls Royce. So, I think they're trying to buy a Rolls Royce. So this event, right, we're paying the hotel 183 million for the hall and food. Yes. And we're spending, this speaker is costing us 60 million naira. Bros, what's good though? Can I see my slides? Yeah, because we're paying in dollars, we're flying, yeah. Some of the speakers, yeah, and then all of these guys are. But why am I talking about it? On the 31st of August, I want to do a Google Meet meeting that is only exclusive to people who have paid. And what we want to do is, so we have this ultra growth model that we do where, and I told you at the beginning where we work with some businesses, in 90 days, you can replicate the revenue that you did in an entire year. So I want to share that particular class only with people in that community on the 31st of August. So those who are in would be able to participate in that, right? So this is the stuff I said. So this was one of the guys in 2021. They had done 960 million the year before they started working with us. They wanted to do 2 billion, but I told them that I couldn't work with them if they wanted to do 2 billion because I felt like it was too small. That if we're going to work together, let's pick a number that is big enough that we will know that we did it, right? So we picked 5. In the first quarter, they had done 1.4 billion in the first quarter. They closed the year at 6 billion, by the way. And that company we're focused on trying to help them do 20 billion this year. They've already crossed 10 billion already. And then this one is that company is here in the southeast. 2,329,300,000 is what they've done. 2,329,300,000 is what they've done as of April this year, and they had done 2 billion last year. So, but we're bringing these guys. It'd be nice for you to come, but it's those that then get an opportunity to attend will get access to this. So we have this monthly workshop. So you get virtual access to the Strategy Factory. You get we'll send you the recorded version of the whole of last year's session, so you could participate. And then we also do this. We do 2 sessions after the convention. One on goal setting in December, and another one on strategy in January, and then exclusive session, blah blah blah. But just so. Having said that, if you are interested, you can just send a text to Bisola. If you send a text, send yes to her, she'll respond. Oh, you wanted to play a video? There's a video. Is there a video? Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Please give me a round of applause, please. Thank you. Wow, that's kind. Very kind of you. So they can play to Bisola. Yeah, no, the number will get back. Yeah, the number. We'll put the number back. I want to see if that video is there. Hi. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Hey, Mecca, Kevin, what happened? Is it working? It's coming up. It's somewhere in Ikeja. It's somewhere in night bus. But while we're waiting for that, so the key here is, all of these things, I expect that, and that's why I'm going to send you the slides. Everybody who's here, you're going to get the slides. Pick each of these things and start to do them, right? Find opportunities to speak, run ads, do all of these things. See, you are in an industry where the distance between you and a completely different life is not far. I don't know if you get it, right? because the real estate industry is one of the top 5 high growth industries in this country. If you do it right, you could literally have a completely. There are some of us in this room, right? An additional 20 million naira in your life would transform your life. True or true? And to do 20 million naira, depending on who you sell for, you need to sell about 200 million. 200 million is 4 units of whatever it is that he's selling. 200 million is 10 units of the 20 million naira land, 20 units of it. Do you understand? And to sell 20 units of the 10 million naira land, you don't even need 20 clients. You don't need 20 clients. Sometimes you need 1, you need 2, you need 5 people, but you need to build this thing lasting. And see, let me tell you guys, so that you guys will know. You see our boys, our people in Lagos. How many of us here watched Game of Thrones? I didn't watch it. I just watched, because that time they're shouting winter is coming, winter is coming. I didn't know whether it was winter or Harmattan. But recently, I just went to go and watch the last episode so that means I can know which winter is coming. Lagos people are coming. You see all those people? I know a company in Lagos. The owner of the company is a Yoruba guy. They have opened estate in Aba. And they have sold out the estate. It's a company we are working with. Because a businessman will go to where the opportunities are. So you are here. For me, we run the East. They running. They chilling. The people that have spent millions building skills are coming to this place. And the beautiful thing for them is that they already have the clients. They just don't have the property. And all of their clients are beginning to refuse to buy properties in Lagos because of the peculiarities of Lagos as it were. So they are just going to carry those people and come. So you that is here, that's why when we put up that ad for that company, we put it out right in front of Computer and said, invest in real estate with the biggest real estate company in the East. Because so that people know that this company that they're talking about, they are actually in the East. They're not just a company that is going to the East. They are in the East. So, but you are in the East now. You are not taking it seriously. People are coming on, and those people they're going to take it very seriously. But you have an opportunity. If you are here,
there are people in this room who hold the key to the business that you've been praying for. There are people in this room who hold the key to. There are people in this room who hold the key to the business that you've been praying for.
Are you tired of feeling like you've got a missing piece in your business? You've got the passion, the drive, but something keeps holding you back.
Knowledge is the only asset that creates other assets.
What if you could find the missing piece?
If you're going to be successful, you're going to have to do one thing, and that is you're going to have to develop the capacity to commit beyond your capacity to quit.
Join us at the Live Simple Strategy Growth Convention 2024, where the puzzles come together. Discover the simple yet powerful strategies to unlock your business growth.
The day you stop growing is the day you start dying, and that's true.
And hear from those who have transformed their businesses and found the missing piece.
For people who really want to run a business, you don't just want to run a business to shine. You want to run a business to leave a legacy.
Don't miss out. Register now for the Live Simple Strategy Growth Convention 2024 and complete the puzzle.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly recognize the presence of a very good man in the house, in the person of the mayor of Nnewi, that's General Manager Eastside Ventures. So they are behind KB.
There are people in this room who hold the key to the business that you've been praying for.
And also, ladies and gentlemen,
are you tired of feeling like you've got a missing piece in your business? You've got the passion, the drive, but something keeps holding you back.
Knowledge is the only asset that creates other assets.
What if you could find the missing piece?
If you're going to be successful, you're going to have to do one thing, and that is you're going to have to develop the capacity to commit beyond your capacity to quit.
Join us at the Live Simple Strategy Growth Convention 2024, where the puzzles come together. Discover the simple yet powerful strategies to unlock your business growth.
The day you stop growing is the day you start dying, and that's true.
And hear from those who have transformed their businesses and found the missing piece.
For people who really want to run a business, you don't just want to run a business to shine. You want to run a business to leave a legacy.
Don't miss out. Register now for the Live Simple Strategy Growth Convention 2024 and complete the puzzle.
Ị bụrụ onye Igbo, bụrụ onye hụrụ Igbo n'anya, bụrụ onye na-akwado omenala Igbo. The app for you to download bụkwa Kedu. So listen to me right now. Go on Play Store or Apple. Jeki click ebe de Kedu and download. Kenya na-eme na Kedu ị ga-ajụ. Mkpakọrịta nwoke na nwaanyị. Ọgba kasa. Ị bụkwa na onye bụ ọgbakọ ndị Igbo. Ọgba kasa. Akụkọ. Ọgba akasa. Ntụrụndụ ma nke onyonyo nke a na-ege ege. Ọ nọ na the app. Ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ndị Igbo na-amasị gị. Kedu app is the app for you. And guess what? Imana I like ego. So the Kedu app also has Kedu points. For those who want to be on the app, if you like, share, comment, ego ya banyekwa na account gị. So what are you waiting for? Get the Kedu app. Get with the program. There's lots of entertainment for you. Register. Be a part of the Kedu family. And again, Kedu. Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Kedu. Ị bụrụ onye Igbo, bụrụ onye hụrụ Igbo n'anya, bụrụ onye na-akwado omenala Igbo. The app for you to download bụkwa Kedu. So listen to me right now. Go on Play Store or Apple. Jeki click ebe de Kedu and download. Kenya na-eme na Kedu ị ga-ajụ. Mkpakọrịta nwoke na nwaanyị. Ọgba kasa. Ị bụkwa na onye bụ ọgbakọ ndị Igbo. Ọgba kasa. Akụkọ. Ọgba kasa. Ntụrụndụ ma nke onyonyo nke a na-ege ege. Ọ nọ na the app. Ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ndị Igbo na-amasị gị. Kedu app is the app for you. And guess what? Imana I like ego. So the Kedu app also has Kedu points. For those who want to be on the app, if you like, share, comment, ego ya banyekwa na account gị. So what are you waiting for? Get the Kedu app. Get with the program. There's lots of entertainment for you. Register. Be a part of the Kedu family. And again, Kedu. Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Kedu. Ị bụrụ onye Igbo, bụrụ onye hụrụ Igbo n'anya, bụrụ onye na-akwado omenala Igbo. The app for you to download bụkwa Kedu. So listen to me right now. Go on Play Store or Apple. Jeki click ebe de Kedu and download. Ka ihe a na-eme na kedu ị ga-ajụ mkpakọrịta nwoke na nwaanyị ọgba kasa ịbụkwa na onye bụ ọgbakọ ndị Igbo ọgba kasa akụkọ ọgba kasa ntụrụndụ ma nke onyonyo nke a na-ege ege ọ nọ na the app ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ndị Igbo na-amasị gị Kedu app is the app for you. And guess what? Imana I like ego. So the Kedu app also has Kedu points. For those who want to be on the app, if you like, share, comment, ego ya banyekwa na account ke. So what are you waiting for? Get the Kedu app, get with the program. There's lots of entertainment for you. Register, be a part of the Kedu family. And again, Kedu. Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị, kedu? Ị bụrụ onye Igbo, bụrụ onye hụrụ Igbo n'anya, bụrụ onye na-akwado omenala Igbo. The app for you to download bụkwa Kedu. So listen to me right now. Go on Play Store or Apple. Jeki klikie ebe de Kedu and download. Ka ihe a na-eme na Kedu ị ga-ajụ mkpakọrịta nwoke na nwaanyị ọgba kasa ịbụkwa na onye bụ ọgbakọ ndị Igbo ọgba kasa akụkọ ọgba kasa ntụrụndụ ma nke onyonyo nke a na-ege ege ọ nọ na the app ihe ọbụla bụ ihe ndị Igbo na-amasị gị Kedu app is the app for you. And guess what? Imana I like ego. So the Kedu app also has Kedu points. For those who want to be on the app, if you like, share, comment, ego ya banyekwa na account ke. So what are you waiting for? Get the Kedu app, get with the program. There's lots of entertainment for you. Register, be a part of the Kedu family. And again, Kedu. Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị, kedu? Ị bụrụ onye Igbo, bụrụ onye hụrụ Igbo n'anya, bụrụ onye na-akwado omenala Igbo. The app for you to download bụkwa Kedu. So listen to me right now. Go on Play Store or Apple. Jeki klikie ebe de Kedu and download. Ka ihe a na-eme na Kedu ị ga-ajụ mkpakọrịta nwoke na nwaanyị ọgba kasa.
You can also watch movies on the app. Now let me come to an interesting part of this app. Do you know you can also earn money by being active on the app? You can earn money by being active on the app by simply being active. You don't even have to do so much. When you post on the app, there is a ranking system. When you keep posting, you like, you comment, you engage other people who have posted. That is also by networking with people. You can also read news, articles, watching movies. You can earn points from networking, from commenting, from watching movies and all these things, from different features of the app. And these points can increase your rank, or it can either increase your rank on the app, or you can convert these points to the Kedu native token. So recently we launched a coin on Ethereum. That is the Kedu coin. You can, if you did a crypto here, you can check it out. The Kedu coin, it is active on Ethereum on Uniswap, I think, yeah. And you can convert these tokens to cash. I converted mine this morning. I think I had over $50-something from being engaging. I always interact on the app, so my own rank has gone high, and my own token has also gone high. So I was able to convert my tokens to cash. So there's a whole lot you can do on this app. Not just this, there are so many updates that are coming. If you have the flyer, you can go through it. You can follow us on social media. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you are, whatever app you're using, it's Kedu app on social media. You can also follow our subsidiaries. We have, like I said, Voice of the East. We have Eastside Music. For Eastside Music, we have a studio here in Enugu, where we also have our TV studio, a music studio for artists, where you can come, and if you're an artist, you can come for free recording session. Yes, we have free recording session. We do this every day of the week except weekends, from Mondays to Fridays. We've had artists who come to our studio and use it for free. We have an in-house producer that can help you. But if you have your own producer, you can come with the person. So this is part of what part of what we are doing. We've had prominent artists come to our studio, to use our studio. We've had Ratty, the rapper. We've had Jerick. We've had Ugochi, the popular musician. She's our brand ambassador for this app. So this is part of what we do. Mr. Kena will tell you about Tech City. We also have the Igbo Tech City. The Igbo Tech City is I won't say an estate, it's a city that we are building in Enugu here. So Tech City Africa, sorry. So it's going to be like the Silicon Valley. It's already currently going on, actually. It's like the Silicon Valley of Africa. We have it here in Enugu, where it's just for tech. It's going to be a tech-powered city where just tech people and people who do mostly remote work can live and do whatever they are doing from there. So yeah, we have the Oganiru Homes also, which is for real estate, and all these companies are under Eastside Ventures, which is the mother company. You can follow us on the different social media platforms at Kedu App, Voice of the East, Eastside Ventures, Oganiru Homes. We have Ohaneze Farm and Resorts also. But you can get all these details on Voice of the East. If you have Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, just search for Voice of the East. You see everything about us there. Thank you guys so much. I hope I've not taken so much of your time. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause. That is the manager for Eastside, my boss. I see you. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now we'll be having the Realtors panel session. Yes. So the names I have here with me is, please put your hands together for Miss Nonye. Miss Nonye, please, round of applause. Is she here? Miss Nonye. Okay, she's here. And also, ladies and gentlemen, I can see Mrs. Gloria. Mrs. Gloria. Okay, please, round of applause for her. Yes. So we'll be asking you a few questions about your experience so far. Please kindly come and sit. Please, where is Miss Noye? Okay. Okay, how are you? So our moderator will be Miss Chidimma Obonna. Please kindly come to the stage. Thank you. Wow. Mr. Ezekiel Isabitoko. One thing why I pick, giving gift to your client. You mentioned 50,000 naira airtime. Don't give me. Just 5 back. You go see how God will bless you. Thank you.
Okay, good day everyone. Welcome to another section for the rectors that have made sales in this business, our partners. They are more like our partners. So, please, ma, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abiodun Glory, and I am passionate about this industry, real estate. Thank you.
Good day, everybody. My name is Miss Oko Chinoyelo. Thank you.
Okay, Madam Gloria, can you tell us how you made your face sale? Explain to us how you made your face sale. Briefly. Don't bore us briefly. Explain to us how you made your face sale.
Okay. When I got into the real estate industry, and then we were going for seminars, for trainings, for marketing and all that for 8 months. Okay, and then on this fateful day, it was a Wednesday, and I was supposed to take an opening prayer in the church, and then my phone rang, and then the lady called and she said, "Is this Glory?" I said, "Yes, this is Glory." She said, "Yes, you gave me a flyer at a particular place. I would like to know more." And then I told her, "Please, can I, get back to you?" And then immediately we were done at the church. I called her, and then the next day we went for inspection, and then before the week ran out, she bought a property from me here in Enugu and in Asaba. Thank you.
Okay, over to you, Miss Noye. Okay, what is your secret, your sales secret in this real estate business? Your sales secret.
Okay, thank you. There are many sales secrets, but one that I would say has worked for me is I know my circle, I targeted my circle, and they were my markets. If you listen to the speakers, all the speakers have said, especially the last one that said, you don't sell probably because you don't take note of your contacts, the people you know. So the people I know are my market, so I recognize them. I always market to them. Not that I forget about the ones I don't know. I make contact with the ones I don't know. But the one I already have, they were my markets. And I'm telling you, even for my first sale, it was even from the one I did not expect that it will happen. But it's in my contact, my old, like people that I already know. So I don't neglect my circle, the people that are very, very close to me, the people I already know. Like from my school days, like from where I've lived before, friends in the environment, these are my people, and I always make sure I have contacts with them. Thank you.
Okay, for me, I would say, as a salesperson, everybody is a suspect. For me, we had people who say they have targets, customers and all that. But for me, everybody is a suspect, because if I look at you, the way you're dressed, and I judge you based on that, what about the people you know that you could connect me with? So for me, everyone is my prospective client. Thank you.
Okay, in this real estate business, we have been hearing being consistent, being patient. So how can I be consistent in this business?
Okay. As a salesperson for some years, I found out that the most difficult, aspect of our business is following up. Okay, yeah, that brings me to the issue of how can you be consistent in it, right? Yeah, because you see the energy where, we group ourselves, or where company brings out time to say, okay, everybody come out, let's go out for, market some, let's hit the road, let's make some sales, let's meet people. But we found out that after you've gone out, you've taken contacts, you know, you've done all you need to do, you know, in the market, and then when it's time for you to follow up, you cannot. And that is where the big deal is. Because someone who has given you, like we know as realtors, you know, most times when we go out and then we say, sir, because you don't have the ample time to begin to explain everything you have, everything you know about what you're selling. You just want to collect number. And for somebody to give you his or her contact, as a realtor, you're supposed to take that very, very, you know, key. But we don't. So for me, for you to be consistent, you just have to not only going out to share flyers, not going on the social media to advertise what you have, to do ads and all that. What do you do when people call back, you know, on you? What do you do? So as a realtor, you have to be intentional. Okay, you have to be intentional, you have to be consistent. We have great speakers who spoke to us, you know, as regards this. You don't just, you know, you don't just do things anyhow. You just have to be intentional. Thank you.
Consistency also involves being consistent in your attitude in marketing. Let me say your attitude, your behavior, and the marketing. You have to be consistent because buyers are also looking at this attitude of yours. It's not just what you post on your social media that they are buying. Like for instance, it is taught to us today again that you have to be trusted to be invested in. Like for someone to give you their billions, they have to trust you. So you have to be consistent in your personality, your kind of person, the kind of person you are, your attitude. Nobody will want to give their money to a clown. If you were a clown and then you change to a better person, trying to make yourself someone that can be trusted with some money, and then later you change again. I mean, it's scary. You have to be consistent in your attitude, in a business, what you post. It has to be more of professional. This thing I'm saying are the things I'm doing. There are some kind of things you will not see on my status. It has to be professional, if not 100% professional. The things you post on your status, it has to be. It must not be always childish or so. So be serious with consistent in the kind of thing you post. Another part of consistency I want to say is the networking part of it. When you meet a client, or rather someone you want to introduce into the market, into real estate, how do you follow it? Of what our speaker has said today, Mr. Ezekiel, the roundup of what I've gotten is you who have the value to pursue who needs it. Follow them bit by bit. Consistency in trying to make them understand the value that you're giving to them. Not just feeling the boss that you have it, they should come to you. The second sale I made, actually, I saw that these people can actually give me what I want, although they need what I have. But I have to keep, somewhat strategically playing with it over, knowing the kind of person they are, and then later at the end, they have to get what I want. So because you have it does not mean that you relax. So you have to be consistent in pursuing, or rather engaging our market. Let me put it that way, if you understand what I mean. Consistency in engaging our markets.
All right. So in this real estate business, there are some people that have been in this business for like months, years, and yet they haven't made any sales. So what advice will you give to them? And for people that have made sales, what advice will you tell them for them to, continue making sales? And for people that haven't made sales, for them to make sales, what advice will you give to them?
If you haven't made any sale and you are a realtor, one thing I know for sure is if you have seen value in being a real estate a realtor yourself, if you have actually sat down, thought about becoming a realtor, tell yourself that you want to be a realtor, you see some disadvantages and some advantages, you make up your mind that you want to be a realtor. For me, that's the starting point. So if you came out of your shell and said, yes, I want to be a realtor, I've made up my mind, this is what I want to do. Then the second step is you start doing the needful. You have to start learning the markets that if you have registered actually, you have to start learning what real estate is all about. When you join the company, if you join Impact Realtors Group today, in this Impact Realtors Group, you'll be taught about real estate, strategies of sales, many other things you'll be taught. So if you have decided to join, you will be taught all these things. And one thing is, you have to be determined to do it. My own first point is determination. In everything you're doing, if you're not determined, you cannot achieve success. So if you're determined, that's the first point. And then secondly, you start following the strategies that you have to start doing. Markets. We go for market storming. It's not because we have the time, but because you feel that you want to do this thing and you can do it. You storm for your clients. You go to your markets and then you storm for it. That's what we do. So when you're determined, you do the things that you have to do, like the storming. You storm for your clients, online, physically. You do all these by determination. If you're not determined, you can't do it. So, me, I'm doing this thing not because I have all the energy, but it's because I understand what real estate is. I see future in real estate. I have friends that are doing real estate that know what they are doing, and myself, I have seen it. So I don't know if you see future in real estate. I don't believe someone will tell you what to do. You'll be moving forward. You want to know the nitty-gritties that are involved in real estate. And when you ask, you will get the answers. So get determined first of all. When you are determined, then you will learn what and what to do. You will learn how to do the marketing. You will learn how to move for leads and all those. Okay, so for me, the very first point is determination. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. I would say if you're new in the industry, welcome. You're in the right industry. Just like you've had two of our speakers spoke, they talked about the God factor. If you're new in this industry, you have to be convinced that this is what you actually want to do. Okay? I have a personal, experience. If you don't mind, I can quickly share. Yeah, because you have to make up your mind. You have to be determined that this is what you want to do. Like when I joined the real estate industry, okay, it wasn't easy for me. You know, my husband called my family members and said, look at Glory, she has gone to join the business of people that people used to arrest people every now and then, because he does not understand, you know, this type of, you know, the industry we are. He thought it's the normal roadside agents and all that. He called my family people, they talked to me, I said, this is what I want to do. He saw that there was no headway there. He called my pastor called, okay, the both of us, and then he told them, you know, that I'm not listening to him and all that. And then I asked them one question. I said they should ask him, is there any way I have disrespected him before now? They asked him, he said no. So I said, why is it that this is what I want to do and my husband cannot support me? And that was ended, you know, all the stories and chorus. And they said, Kola, okay, just let's watch her, let's see. So why am I saying this? You, as a new person coming in, you have to be determined, because they have to see that determination in you first. Sometimes people will not want to believe in you. your personal persons, you know, your brothers, your sisters, your family members and all that. But you have to show them that this is what you want to do and you are actually in for it. And then for those of us who have been making headways, I want to beg us, please don't think you have arrived yet. Because we've seen realtors, because they started earning 1 million naira, 2 million naira, everybody wants to jump into real estate. Everybody wants to be a developer. Please try and bring up other people, okay? Just the way somebody brought you up and then you are now in the limelight. Bring up other people and then learn the industry very well. Don't just jump at it. I know about 1 or 2 real estate companies there in Enugu, and then they made audio lands and all that, and you know, the marketers who sold for them are in trouble. All of them are in trouble. So don't just say because you now know how to sell, you now know land size, you now know documentation, and then you want to jump into it. Learn. Thank you.
Sorry, I would just want to say something about people that will join real estate to become a realtor, and after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they have not made any sale. I've had a downline like that, and it was in trouble. And the downline will be like, this thing does not work. What is all this? I mean, a lot of them have given up on the way. That is why when I spoke initially about this, I said you have to sit and understand it, then see the future, see the brightness in it. I was in this thing, I started selling at March this year. That was like after 8 months. I was never downtrodden. I enjoyed it. There is brightness in real estate. You can stay here 1 month, or 2 months, a year, and you will not make a sale. Not that you're sleeping in your house, though. Not that you're just keeping your legs straight and doing things that are not. You're actually putting in the work, doing the things you're doing. But still, the people that you're talking with are not forthcoming yet. But you know you're putting in the work. See, the thing is, keep putting in the work. The truth is, one day, as far as you're diligent in what you're doing, when real estate wants to pay you, you and I, because it's going to pay me too. So when real estate wants to pay us, it's going to be like blood money. Or do you know kind of a sacrifice, whatever. So keep the diligent work. Let's keep the diligent work. There is light at the end of the tunnel, right? Let's do what we are doing, and real estate is good. Don't give up. Don't be tired. Except you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Don't fall out like the ones that I recruited, and they were like, it's not working. And they went away. Though some are there, they were, don't give up. Oh. Now when light's no day, now where you go live. But this one, as far as it's real estate, there is light, and the light is so bright. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Here comes the end of this section. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the Realtors panel session by Chidinma Obuna. Thank you very much. So right about now, please, I would like all the speakers to come to the stage, all the speakers to take pictures with the president. And then all the panelists, please, you get ready, because after that you'll be joining the president. Then both the speakers and the panelists together, we take pictures with the president. So right now it's for the speakers and the president. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a big shout out to the MD Wintel Homes at the house. Please, a round of applause for him. Please put your hands together. Daddy, I welcome, sir. Make I shift. I never reach my left. No, I don't speak anything. See, I'm this speaker. All right, please, the panelists, come forward. Yes, you hold on. Yes. So the panelists and the president first. Then, oh yeah, take, okay, yes. Okay, it's two guys sense. My baby, my baby. You cannot ask full grown-up men to say cheese. It's not possible. Imagine men with their beer, you are asking them to say cheese. How? Thank you. All right. For the panelists, my baby, all right, DJ, thank you, guys. Then we are cutting the cake. And also, please, just hold on. We have souvenirs for you. So just calm down. Don't be in a hurry. So please, somebody bring the cake forward. The cake, bring it here. I hope you are not big. Let's go, DJ. When you choke it, you know. If you don't choke it, you know. All the speakers come forward. Let's cut the cake. And also the panelists, please come to the cake stand. Alongside the president, Impact Realtors Group. Chat. Yes, yo! Check. Oh, yeah. I said, oh yeah, come on, today you go give me number 7. Everybody come on. Sir? Okay, read your eyes. So ladies and gentlemen, are we supposed to spell Jesus or what are we spelling? We spell impact. Yes, Jesus is already here, so we spell impact. So ladies and gentlemen, we're spelling impact together. Are we ready? Are we ready? Somebody give me I. Somebody give me M. Somebody give me P. Give me A. Give me K. And somebody give me louder T. No be birthday, wait. Now summit. Now summit. Thank you very much. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. All right, so the company is 1 today, right? Yeah. Okay, now birthday. Now anniversary. Okay. Now anniversary. All right. Thank you. We are wishing you success, my boss. It's not easy. You don't try. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Hope you've taken the pictures. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for this wonderful company. Yes, the staffs, the members of. Come and stay here. Put your hand for you. Okay, Ezekiel, you came with your PA. Wow. Next only for Nigeria, PA, they get PA. You don't see them before. One man, I don't know what is MC you are trying. And PA, give me something. PA, come tell you, PA, give me something. You're that PA. Yeah. Last, now 2,000 reach me. I say, which kind of while is this? And only for Nigeria, you go wedding. You go see where person go collect wedding gift. Carry and go another wedding. Give them as gift. Collect souvenir. Go another wedding. Give, collect souvenir. Until you collect full standing fan, you go rest. Thank you. All right, DJ. Please bring it on. So very soon we'll be having the vote of thanks. But please let the souvenir go around. Yes, while we are giving the vote of thanks. Vote of thanks by our Presido. My boss, are you ready? Thank you. So while we are doing it, the souvenirs will be going around. Sorry, it's a summit. I don't used to dance. Hey. Let's go. Yes, go. DJ, bring it up, 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 bring it up. Everybody, let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. One day, one. Here we go. Trick. Who the check? Who the check? He said, jollof rice the smell. And the passive jollof rice. Hey! Let's go! If your name is Chinelo, your landlord is outside. Alright, thank you, DJ. Thank you. Thank you. So the president is ready for the vote of thanks. My able president. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I proceed, I would like to express my very deep gratitude, first of all, to God. So if you don't mind, please, DJ, I would like to play me Mercy by Moses Bliss and I think Simisola. Mercy by Moses Bliss and Simisola. I think they featured Pastor Jerry in that particular track. Just do you have it? Okay. DJ, Alpha, are we good? Is it? No. We have to thank God. We have to move from there. We have to move from there. So, DJ, how many seconds to go? YouTube? On YouTube? Okay. So, but have you seen it? DJ, have you seen it? Moses Bliss and Simisola. Okay, so while he's doing that, while he's trying to download it, I would like to request for every member of the Impact Retos team. I know some of them are busy sharing souvenirs, but I would like to request for every one of them to come to the stage, right? Promise, Chidebere, Admin, Joy, Ngozi, right? Like, so every member of, if you are not busy, just come to the stage. There's a reason why I just want you to come to the stage. Oh, Pastor is in the house. Okay, so please, every member of the, please, every staff, yeah, please come to the stage. Okay, so before I proceed, there's a reason why I had to call these remarkable individuals to the stage, because there is nothing that happens without
your grace.
That I'm still standing here right now. It's all because of you. It's all because of your love. That I'm still standing. I could have missed my way. song. It's just a song of gratitude, right? So, you see, God has really worked wonders for us through these people that we have here on the stage. Particularly, I would like to recognize the core team that we are 100% involved in the planning and execution of what we have today. So, if you were in any way impressed with what you saw today, or you were moved, I would like you, if your hands are not busy, I would like you to please give a clapping ovation, not for me, but for everybody that we can see. Please, can we give them a clapping ovation? A clapping ovation. I think they deserve it. They deserve it. So, we are living testimonies of God's unending grace and blessings. The wonders He has performed in our lives are beyond words. We are profoundly thankful for all He has done, all He's doing, and all that He's yet to do. And we are ready, and we say, God, we are Oliver Twist. We want more. So our distinguished speaker, Coach Ezekiel. Coach Ezekiel happens to be my coach. Many of us here will say, how did we manage to get Coach Ezekiel down to Enugu to come and talk to us? Well, Coach Ezekiel is my coach, right? So some of us here will look at me and say, who is this small boy? Of course, when you're a small boy, right, and you're in the company of big coaches, what do you expect? You expect great what? Results. So if you really want to do something great, no matter how small you are, I think you should take the pain, because Coach Ezekiel will tell you the story, how our story has been, and the time that we reached a deal, and that time he asked me to make one payment. I think I closed my account for that. Yeah, he can tell you. I closed my account for that program, and it's been over 3 years now. It has been awesome. It has been an awesome journey, and this is just the beginning, right? So I want to say a very big thank you, boss. God bless you. Bisola, God bless you. This lady you are seeing here, her head is very strong and at the same time very soft. So Bisola, I say thank you so much. So Chris, Ambassador Chris Amodi, our beloved partner and also my very good friend, I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. You have been a great support from the beginning up until now. God bless you. Pastor Sam Ihanacho in absentia, God bless you. Since we came into Enugu, Pastor Sam has been a great source of strength, and we are ever grateful. Dr. Sam Peters, wow. The story of how I got to connect to Dr. Sam Peters was an interesting one. And when we connected, we got to find out that we are from the same village. And that's a good one. God bless you, sir, and we are happy to have you. Mr. Emmanuel Odo. What will I say? I'll just say, God bless you, because we cannot tell our story at Impact Realtors Group without mentioning Bior and without mentioning the open hands that Bior, led by the MD, gave to us, and we are eternally grateful. Maximilian Ugu, a very good friend. God bless you, sir. We really appreciate you today and till tomorrow. So your insights have been a beacon of wisdom. Thank you from the depth of our hearts. To our royal fathers, the Igwe of Aman Baganike, who also was here and has left. To Honorable, to my family and friends, and the VIPs that we have here, Winter Homes MD, and other VIPs that we had. To Eastside Ventures Group, we are very, very grateful. Eastside Ventures Group, led by the CEO, Mr. Gaius Chibeze. They have been great and they have been very helpful. Thank you so much. To each and every one of you here, I want to convey my heartfelt appreciation. Our journey towards success has only just begun. Your dreams and aspirations are now closer to becoming reality than ever before. Just before we wind down, let me take you on a snappy journey through our brand, your very esteemed real estate marketing company, Impact Realtors Group. Impact Realtors Group is a real estate marketing company. We have done over 250 million naira in sales in this 1 year, and we are set to times 10 the volume in the next 1 year. We are dedicated to changing the way real estate is transacted, marketed, or perceived across the Southeast and South-South markets. And that is why we partner with only genuine and credible real estate companies. Our team of experts make sure to verify all these properties before we put them out to our realtors. Also, we make sure to get good commission percentage agreements. And that's what it means is that we as a company, we pay the highest commission across the entire Southeast and South-South. As a company, we pay the highest commission. You can go and check, we pay the highest commission, right? So our mantra is igniting dreams and changing lives. And we have stood steadfast on it. I'm thrilled to announce to you that Impact Realtors Group is now open for partnership. And this partnership is open to the big, the small, the high and mighty, and the thriving. It's accessible to both students, civil servants, business owners, CEOs, and more. It's a leverage to start earning and to scale your revenue in the real estate industry. I warmly invite you to call in or visit our office to discover more. Believe me, it's the opportunity you've been praying for. And to my incredible team, you guys are the best. I want to especially acknowledge the chairman of this Sell to Rise Summit 2.0 in the person of Joy Azu. You are indeed special. To our wonderful admin, Mma Chidima Obunya, God bless you. To our media experts, Chidebere and Promise, we are very, very grateful. And to everybody, Chinoyerum, Tochukwu, and everybody, Ngozi, who has supported in different ways to make sure that today is a success, we really appreciate and we say, God immensely bless you. We faced challenges, debated fiercely, and quarreled a lot. We drove across the different parts of this city. We knocked on countless doors. We endured sleepless nights. And yet, here we stand, victorious today. Thank you for being the best thing anyone could ask of. I love you all. And as we live here today, let us embrace the belief that everything is possible if only you believe that it is. It is time to step out and conquer. Thank you, and God bless you all. So on that note, the MC has also mandated me to say the closing prayers. So if you don't mind, either you remove your cap or you stand, anyone you want to do, let's pray. No, I'm entitled now. Okay. Okay, so I will encourage everybody here, before I round up, I will encourage everybody here, please, even if you think you cannot right now, I will encourage you, try as much as possible to register for the strategy convention that is coming up in November. Of course, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to go with my team. I'm not going to go alone, right? I'm going to be there, and I'm going to go with my team, by God's grace. So I will encourage us to try, because in those kind of rooms, that is where opportunities happen. The other day, I was just in Asaba, and I got a call from my coach. Where are you? I said, I'm in Asaba. So, okay, can you be in Sokoto the next day? I said, what am I doing? The next day, I was in Sokoto to speak. And after that, I was back to Abuja and back to Enugu. Just like that. So, opportunities happen, are being discussed inside this room. So I will encourage you, try and be in that place. And Impact Realtors too, we give you what you need to be successful in the real estate space. So Mr. Ezekiel, sir, my team asks that please you snap with us before I say the closing prayer. Okay, yeah, and also if you have time and you are not in a rush, Mr. Okay, so don't worry. Okay. Before I commit, let me not say it.
Okay, I'm part of the team. I don't forget. I forgot I'm part of the team. Our admin, come and stand here. Stand with man, come. Come and stand with man. Stand with man. Stay here. All right, everybody say cheese. Everybody say ewo. Say now out. All right. We are leaning over.
So let's pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we say thank you for a gracious outing. We say thank you for a day like this because we know that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Today you have come, and as we pray, today shall not be like any other day that have come and gone without any effect. We ask, O Lord, that the lessons we have learned today, the experiences we have experienced today, that they shall serve as a seed to be a seed that will be germinated into becoming a mighty tree in our lives, that these experiences will not leave us, that God will prosper us. As we have decided to learn about real estate and to come into the real estate industry, we shall be excellent and we shall be successful. God will lead us safely as we go. His angels will protect us. His angels will guide us. We pray for wisdom upon ourselves. We pray for favor. We pray for honor. And we pray that the Spirit of the Lord will descend upon us, give us speed, and cause us